A sickly looking and demented Donald Trump just held a very bizarre press event with the chairman of the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell. Let me just show you a clip of it right here as Powell fact checks Donald Trump to his face in front of the cameras. Then let me pull back and explain to you what the heck is even going on here. Watch Donald Trump try to lie and watch Powell fact check him to his face. Here, play this clip.
Yeah. So we're taking a look, and it looks like it's about 3.1 billion. It went up a little bit, or a lot. So the 2.7 is now 3.1.
I'm not aware of that.
Yeah, it just came out.
Yeah, I haven't heard that from anybody at the Fed.
Yeah, it just came out.
Our notes had it about 3.1 as well.
3.1,
3.2. This came from us?
Yes. I don't know who does that.
You're including the Martin renovation. You just added
our entire capital.
Yeah, you just added in a third building. Is what that is. That's a third building.
Well, no, but it's a building that's being built.
No, it was built 5 years ago. We finished Martin 5 years ago.
It's part of the overall work.
It's not new.
All right, so let's talk about what's going on here. Donald Trump is trying to bully the chairman of the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell, and to try to force Powell to quit. Donald Trump is literally harassing Powell at this bizarre press conference, and Donald Trump was trying to humiliate him and force him out. Donald Trump has claimed that the chairman of the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell, is responsible for going over budget on the new construction project for the Federal Reserve, and that could be a fireable offense. So Trump shows up there with his hard hat to try to act like he's the construction manager on site, bullying Powell. Just look how ridiculous Trump looked with the hard hat on. Here, just play this other clip right here.
Well, thank you very much. We're looking at the construction, and we're with the chairman, as you know. Chairman, come on over. And we're just taking a look at what's happening. You know, it's a tough construction job. They're building basements where they didn't exist or expanding them, and a lot of very expensive work. There's no question about it. And
very strange indeed. And then a reporter basically feeds Donald Trump the question to try to intimidate Powell. And Powell's like looking at him like, this dude is crazy. So the reporter says, so as a real estate developer, what would you do with the project manager who is over budget? Here, play this clip.
Mr. President, does the issue give you any?
As a real estate developer, what would you do with a project manager who would be over budget?
generally speaking, what would I do? I'd fire him.
Do you think this issue, Mr. President, gives you cause to do that?
Well, I'm here just really with the chairman. He's showing us around, showing us the work. And so I don't want to get that. I don't want to be personal. I just would like to see it get finished. And in many ways, it's too bad it started. But it did start. And it's been under construction for a long time. It's going to be a real long time because it looks like it's got a long way to go.
I think Donald Trump's true answer should be, I don't pay the project managers. You know how many stories we've heard from Donald Trump's workers and contractors of Donald Trump just not paying his bills and screwing them over? Or how many of Donald Trump's casinos went bankrupt? I don't know, basically every one of them over and over and over again. Donald Trump was never a builder. He's always been a destroyer. And here a reporter asked Donald Trump, are there things that the chairman of the Federal Reserve can say to make you back off your earlier criticisms? And Donald Trump like hits him. Like Donald Trump like pats him on the back hard, and Powell's like, get off of me, dude. Here, play this clip.
President, are there things the chairman can say to you today that would make you back off some of the earlier criticism?
Well, I'd love him to lower interest rates. Other than that, what can I tell you?
And then also Donald Trump has been calling Powell a numbskull all of the time recently. So a reporter says, so do you think that he's a numbskull? And Donald Trump just walks away. Here, play this clip.
Mr. President, you
Thank
think
you.
that Jerome Powell's a numbskull?
You know, that's the thing with Donald Trump. He will call you new scum and he'll say numbskull. But then when you're there in person, Donald Trump doesn't say it to your face. So Donald, you've been saying all of these things about Powell. So say it to his face. You want to call him a numbskull? You want to do the name calling? No, because you are a coward. That is why. Now, let me show you how Fox state regime media tried to present this to its audience. I just showed you basically the entire press conference. So then Jesse Waters is like, Donald Trump just owned Powell. He owned him. Owned him? What are you talking about? If anyone owned anybody, it was Powell fact-checking him to his face. But play this clip.
Where they were supposed to be.
It's like when your wife goes shopping and you come home unexpectedly and you see piles and piles of bags in the bedroom. Oh, honey, what do we have here? You're going to return it, right? It's all getting returned, right? He owned Powell today. And you're right. Now this guy is just going to dangle out for the rest of the months that he has to serve there.
Do you see why this is like North Korea media right here? Then you have Kellyanne Conway, right? Alternate facts lady. And she's like, I know here actually the worst thing that you can really do is not be fired by Donald Trump, is to just work for him if he keeps you on the job. Oh, okay. Here, play this clip.
Scott Bessent, the Treasury Secretary, said Powell will leave in May when he's supposed to. I know firsthand, the worst thing Donald Trump can do to you is not fire you. The worst thing he could do to you is keep you on the job and make you irrelevant. And that's what I think is going on here.
Hey everybody, Ben Meiselas here from the MeidasTouch Network. I wanted to let you know about my podcast partner, Michael Popak's new law firm. It's called the Popak Firm. Michael Popak's pursuing his dream of starting his own law firm, really based on the popular demand by all the Meidas Mighty and legal AFers who are approaching Michael Popak with their cases and saying, can you help us? And at that time, Popak was not able to. So he went out on his own. He started the Popak Firm, where he is now handling catastrophic injury cases like car accident cases, trucking cases, malpractice cases, big negligence cases, wrongful death cases. So if you or someone you know have a case like this, the consultation with Popak's firm is free. Give him a call. See if you have a case. It's thepopakfirm.com, thepopakfirm.com, or you can call 877-POPOK-AF, P-O-P-O-K-A-F. So 1-877-POPOK-AF. Give Michael Popak a call. And I'm really proud of you, Popak. Thanks for all the hard work you're putting in. So then afterwards, Donald Trump goes outside with Senator Scott and others. And then Donald Trump tries to bring back up this like Obama thing that he's saying. Obama tried to bring up Russia in 2016 and don't focus on the Epstein files, focus on Obama. Okay, well, that ain't working. But here's what Trump says about that. Play this clip.
Investigate the newly declassified documents by Amber.
Yeah, that's a terrible thing. I have great respect for Tulsi and the documents they found on President Obama. Frankly, it was an Obama thing, but it was the people that worked under him also working with him. And no, it's a very, very serious thing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. President.
And then Senator Tim Scott brags that unemployment is at 4.1% and it's going up. You know, unlike a building where I guess it's a good thing if it's going up, when it comes to unemployment, you want it to go down. Here, play this clip.
Too expensive. Bottom line is this, that Americans deserve to become first-time home buyers. President Trump has created the best economy in the world. The one thing that would make it better is lower interest rates. Full employment is even more possible. Wages rise faster as interest rates come down when your employment is at 4.1% because of your leadership. We have revenues coming in at record-breaking, maybe last month even more revenue coming in than bills going out, which is...
Then Donald Trump starts whining and saying, we want to see interest rates come down. Our country is booming. Our country is not booming at all. Here, play this clip.
We really want to do, and I think I can speak for Tim, and I think I can speak for the entire Senate. We can speak for everybody, frankly, is we want to see interest rates come down. Our country is booming, and the interest rates is a final little notch. And if you look at Europe, they've lowered 11 times in a short period of time. We've lowered 0. And, you know, they are competition, although we're in the process of probably making a very good deal with them, too. They want to make a deal very badly, very badly. So
then Donald Trump is asked, all right, you just met with Powell. Is this a fireable offense, what you just saw? And then Trump's like, I don't want to put it in that category. Here, watch this.
It is a very expensive thing, but that is what it is, and that's okay.
Is this project a fireable offense?
What?
Is this project a fireable offense for Jerome Powell?
Look, I would love to see it completed. I don't want to put that in this category. It's a very complex thing that could have been made simple. I built a great hotel, and the great hotel that everybody in this group knows very well, it's called the Old Post Office, and it's a much bigger project than this, and I spent $200 million building it. And it was taken down to the steel, for the most part, taken down, you've seen it go up. And I built it quickly, and I built it for $200 million. A much bigger job than this. Spent $200 million, and it's got marble bathrooms, the top fixtures, the best of everything, all brand new. So, this is a very expensive job. I don't know. It got out of control. And that happens. It's a shame.
Oh, really? You don't want to put it in that category? Because you seem to have put it in that category before with other questions when you were asked this. Let's take a look over here when you were asked if you drafted a letter to fire Powell, and you said you've talked about concepts of firing. I'm here to play this clip.
Lower interest rates.
Decide that you are going to fire him? Have you drafted a letter?
I haven't drafted a letter.
So you didn't show a letter to Republican lawmakers last night?
No, I talked about the concept of fire him. I said, what do you think? Almost every one of them said I should. But I'm more conservative than they are.
And here you said that you were investigating him for crimes relating to fraud. Play this clip.
I admitted it this morning. Quiet. Go ahead.
You mentioned fraud in an earlier answer. Are you saying you want to investigate the Fed chair for fraud related to this renovation?
Well, I think he's already under investigation. He spent far more money than he was supposed to on rebuilding. I didn't see him as being the kind of guy that would want to have parks, rooftop parks and everything else on top of buildings. But who wants to spend that money for the Fed? The Fed is supposed to sit there and say where interest rates are going and a couple of other very easy things to do. And he spent $2.5 billion. I think he's got some problems.
Thank you, sir.
And here you called him a stupid person and a stubborn mule. Play the clip.
You have a guy in there that with the stroke of a pen could lower interest rates and save us hundreds of billions of dollars a year. But he's a stupid person. It's very interesting. I'm not sure if he doesn't understand it, because you should be able to understand it. It's sort of 101 economics, but I'm not sure of that. But think of it, with the stroke of a pen, he talks about costs. We can save $600 billion, maybe even, these are nice numbers for you, right? $900 billion, $950 billion by lowering interest rates. And it's really just more of a paper movement. It's not like you're not cutting anything. You're not cutting jobs. It's just interest rates. And we're number 40 or 44, number 45. Some places that you wouldn't believe that, I don't want to be disparaging, but they pay a lower interest rate than the United States of America. And without us, everything blows up. We sort of control the world in that sense. But we have a guy that's just a stubborn mule and a stupid person that is making a big mistake. He's making a mistake. And it lasts for years, because when you do the debt, now I've instructed my people not to do any debt beyond 9 months or so. Get this guy out. And whoever is in there will lower rates. If I think somebody's going to keep the rates where they are or whatever, I'm not going to put them in. I'm going to put somebody that wants to cut rates. There are a lot of them out there.
Well, why didn't you say that to him in person then? Why don't you say it to his face? Interesting. Anyway, everybody hit subscribe. Let's get to 6 million subscribers together. Oh, he owned them. He owned them. Fox must think we are so stupid. He owned them. It's dumb. Hit subscribe.
Can't get enough Meidas? Check out the Meidas Plus Substack for ad-free articles, reports, podcasts, daily recaps from Ron Filipkowski, and more. Sign up for free now at MeidasPlus.com.